contacted a lot from people that are currently renters that are thinking about purchasing their first home soon or in the future. And a lot of them say that they need to work on their credit, which I definitely understand. However, when I ask them, have they spoken to anyone about their credit, normally they have not. So I just have a question. If you fall into that category, how are you working on something without speaking to a professional that can really tailor what you need to focus on to help that dream that you have become a reality? I love to partner people with mortgage brokers because they actually care enough to take their time out to tailor a plan for you with your credit score, if you even have to work on it, because sometimes you don't have to work on it. Once they pull it, your credit is actually a lot better than what you think. For one, I just wanted to throw that out there. But even if you do have to work on it, they're able to give you that 3 to 6 month roadmap on what you need to pay off, what should be paid off first, what to pay attention to, what not to do. If you need to take out some type of line of credit somewhere, they can suggest credit card companies to you that you should pull that line of credit with. They just have so many ways to help you. Then they also know of tons of down assistance programs as well as closing cost help. I just want to definitely stress, the importance of owning a home and home ownership, because especially if you have children and you think of something that you can pass on to them, a home is the start of generational wealth. It helps create generational wealth. When you purchase a home, it appreciates. When you purchase a car, it depreciates. They always say that, as soon as you drive the car off the lot, it depreciates 20%. It's the exact opposite when you own a home. So you are not losing. Don't let the news outlets and naysayers and people around you get in your head and say, oh, the interest rates are so high, the price of homes are going to be high. Okay, that's going to always change. It's going to always change. The best time to purchase a home is when you're ready to purchase a home, because the market's going to always change. Interest rates are going to always change. They will raise and they will decrease. If you have it and it's higher to you, one day it'll decrease. And when it decreases, then you can refinance. Or you can purchase a home with no intention on it being your forever home. Because I think that's where some people, might get discouraged. Excuse my son. You all know I'm a full-time mom and realtor. But I believe some people get discouraged because they see these nice shiny videos of these beautiful homes, and they are beautiful, but they're in price ranges that are for people that are purchasing normally their second or third home, their forever home. When you're purchasing your first home, you're not looking at it as this is the home I'm going to be in forever. You can always have a contractor and lay you some new flooring down, pull up the carpet. There's things you can do to make that home aesthetically what you would like for it to look like. But most importantly, it's just somewhere that you like for the time being for you and your family. Because let me tell you what you can do in 2 to 3 years. You can sell the home and cash out with $60,000, $70,000, or over $100,000 on that home. Because again, homes appreciate, not depreciate. That the value of the home, the equity that you build in that home, will be a cash out for you one day. When you're renting, there is no cash out. Or in 2 to 3 years, you can say, okay, I'm in a better position now. I'm ready for my second home. Guess what you can become? A landlord. You can now make that your first investment property. Okay? And you can have tenants come in and they're paying over half your mortgage in your second home with the profit that you will receive once you're collecting rent from a tenant. So look at purchasing your first home as a way to create general wealth for your family and a way for you to have some type of revenue coming in within the next year or so. Really, especially the way the market is going. It's such a good time, especially if you live in the state of Florida, because the state of Florida, people are moving here by the groves. I just basically want to make this video to say, stop letting people, or you, because sometimes you are your biggest problem, because you talk yourself out of everything great that you deserve. And you know, that's a problem I have on a different foot. Mine is I have an issue with rejection. Sometimes I'm afraid of going for something, or I'm afraid to step out, not because I don't believe I can achieve it, but I have a really bad problem with rejection. So even in this real estate world, it made me get out of my own comfort zone and place myself in places and situations, and contacting people, knowing that it can be a high possibility that that response can be no, and it could be a response of yes. But it was definitely worth me getting out of my comfort zone, because those yeses are what's going to put me and my family where I'm working so hard for us to be. You know, so if you're like me, you might be hesitant to fill out an application, you know, just to see if you can get pre-approved, or to see what you need to work on, because you're afraid they're going to say you're not approved. And you take it as rejection, and you'll take it as a setback. And I just want to tell you, don't take that as a setback. Take that as an experience. Like, thank you so much for letting me know what I need to work on. Take that as knowing what you need to work on, so you can focus on what you need to focus on. If you contact a mortgage broker and you thought that you would get approved, and you found out, oh, you need to work on X, Y, and Z, don't you sit for another 3 years saying, well, it's not going to happen. Don't you do that to yourself. Don't you do it to yourself, okay? Do not do it to yourself. Sit down and listen to them and get a financial plan together. If you have to put $200 away each month to go towards paying certain things down, then put a couple $100s down each month to pay down what you need to pay down, so you can achieve the goal that you want within the next 3 to 6 months. I've seen people do it. They've made that sacrifice, and that's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. So many, especially new communities, they have programs, credit boosting programs. Well, guess what they will do? If they see potential and they know your debt, it normally is a debt to income ratio with people, but if they know you need to pay down certain debts and they believe it's something attainable, they will actually let you go into contract for a home while you are in their credit boosting program. So by the time it's time to sign that contract on the closing date and they pull your credit, you're approved for the home. Yes. There's so many things that you can do to help yourself if you just stop telling yourself it's not going to happen for you, because it will happen for you. It can happen for you, and you will attain exactly what you desire. You will. The first step is to talk to a mortgage broker. If you're approved and you're ready, that's great. They'll tell you what you can do to help boost your score even more. Your credit score could be up higher by the closing date, and guess what they'll do? Give you a better interest rate. Give you a better interest rate, okay? So please, if you desire to be a homeowner, please contact me, okay? It's not a waste of my time. I love helping people. Like, that is what I'm here to do. Like, that is really a passion for mine outside of real estate. I love doing charity work. Like, I volunteer my time all the time. Like, I love to be able to be there for people, because I believe we were placed on earth for that. Like, we really are placed on earth to help others, and that's just how I feel. So I don't care if you contact me and you're not ready to purchase a house for a year or 2 years. I'm going to stay there with you and guide you through the process, okay? If you get a report and they say, well, you have about $8,000 worth of credit you need to pay off, and you know your financial situation, and you say that's going to take me a year, 2 years, guess what? I'll be there right with you, encouraging you and motivating you along the way. Even if I'm the only positive voice that you have, I will be there rooting you on, because I know you can do it. And the smile and the joy that you have on that closing day makes everything all worth it for me. It really does. It really does. You know, if you need help getting in a rental for now, while you build your credit, and you're listening to the brokers and doing what you need to do, I will help you find a rental home or property, hopefully in a decent price range, because that's the other thing. The cost of these rentals, you're paying for mortgage. Like, really, it's a bit insane out here with these rental prices. Like, I don't know why there's not a cap on rental in Central Florida. I just don't understand. It's like a greed, like, because I can see the taxes and I can see what these landlords pay for these homes, and it's crazy. Like, I looked up a home the other day. They bought that house, or not, I'm not even gonna say what they purchased the house for, but it was probably like 6 years ago. They were renting out a house for $925 a month. Right now, they're renting that same house for $17.95. $17.95. Okay, it's out of control. Like, good for them, but that makes me just look at all my potential home buyers. It's like, man, y'all are just making these people rich. And not because you're in a position where you can't buy a house, but because you're afraid to just apply to see where you stand. And it's like, if you want to purchase a home in a year, don't wait until you have 2 months left on your lease. Don't wait until it's too late and you're stuck renewing the lease because you didn't contact myself or any other realtor. You first-time home buyers, please just contact me so we can get the process started, which is me connecting you to a mortgage broker. And they will let you know what you're qualified for, or what do you need to work on, so we can reassess things in 6 months to a year and you're qualified. So if you just signed a lease right now, you're not looking for a home, but when you signed that lease that you want to purchase a home next year and not renew your lease, then you need to contact me now, especially if you don't know where you stand, so we can help make that a reality for you. So when they send you that renewal notice, 3 months before your lease is up, you're not like, oh shoot, let me hurry up and call a realtor, let me see what I can do. No. You need to be for sure. So when that notice comes, rip, for sure that you are not signing that lease. Okay? Like, please know home ownership is attainable for you, for your friends, for your family members, because you might be in a situation where you don't know many homeowners. So you all let the news and Facebook headlines here because you're not reading the full article. I'm sorry, but a lot of people, they spread a lot of opinions and they quote it as factual information. And for people that do not know, they believe they're gaining knowledge to the real estate updates. They believe they're gaining knowledge on updates, but they're not, because what they are, they're feeding themselves with opinions of others and making that factual. Right. My son is saying that is enough. So just, my heart is with you. I want to help you. Please contact me so we can connect and we can start this process for you. If it's to move now or in the future, the time to start prospecting is now. All right? It's your girl JKelly Sells Real Estate. If you know anyone that desires to be a homeowner, wants to sell their home, is looking for investment property, locating to Florida, please send them my information. Okay? All right, I gotta go because baby's crying. Mommy duties. Have a great day, everyone. Be blessed.